Hello. Good morning, students. Let us continue with the next part of the topic human health and disease is AIDS. AIDS is one of the disease that's mainly uh, caused by the HIV virus. If you expand AIDS, it's nothing but acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. Okay, I'll explain once again. Acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. So, in this AIDS infection, whatever you acquire during the lifetime of the individual is known as acquired immunodeficiency. That is, deficiency of the immune system with the group of the symptoms. So, these are the characteristics of this AIDS disease. So it is known as AIDS, that is acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. And this AIDS is not at all a congenital disease. Means it is not going to transfer to the young ones. Okay, that is from parents to offsprings. Only in one condition, if the parent is not in an infected condition during pregnancy, or else it will not transfer from parents to offsprings. That is not present from the birth. We call it as non-congenital. It is a non-contagious but infectious disease caused by the virus known as HIV, that is human immunodeficiency virus. And this human immunodeficiency virus is one of the virus that is the main reason for this AIDS. And this AIDS, it refers to the last stage of HIV infection. Means in during initial stage, we don't call it as the AIDS symptoms. We just call it as the HIV positive symptoms, or the person is HIV positive. But AIDS, we use that word only when the infection or the viral condition is in last stage or the chronic stage, which is a fatal, or it is going to kill that person. It's one of the pandemic disease that spreads worldwide. That's okay. So we call it no, we call or we use the word pandemic, and it also referred to as Slim's disease or modern plague, because it's mainly based upon the symptom that's going to kill the human beings in a larger extent in case if they don't maintain the hygiene part in their lifespan. When you focus on the structure of HIV, so structure of HIV is the virus shape is the spherical in shape, and it varies from 90 to 120 nanometer of the diameter, and it has got the single stranded RNA filaments with the enzyme known as reverse transcriptase. Virus that converts RNA into DNA. Virus that convert RNA into DNA is known as reverse transcriptase enzyme, or the normally transcription means from DNA to RNA. Reverse transcriptase means that is RNA. Initially, it is in the RNA stage. Later on, it is going to go in a reverse direction for the production of DNA. And that enzyme is known as reverse transcriptase enzyme. Do you know this is the only uh, reason why this virus is so much fatal, or it is still today, uh, it is very tough for the human beings to control this disease or to provide a complete treatment or providing the or vaccine, it is not at all possible for this disease. It's mainly because of this reverse transcriptase enzyme. I will tell you why this enzyme takes so much responsible for their pathogenicity or virality. Because whenever any virus they enters into our system, it start producing the DNA of that cell. You take consider, like if it enters into the skin, it start producing the skin DNA. Wherever it enters, easily it is going to manufacture, or easily it is going to produce the DNA of the cell, so it pretend like anything. That is the reason this virus is very tough to control this disease in case of infected person. So that is the reason it is also known as retrovirus. Retrovirus means because of their reverse transcriptase enzyme, where they are going to produce a DNA from RNA. So it is known as retrovirus. And it has got a prominent protein coat around with the lipid membrane, okay, along with the glycoprotein spikes. So these outermost glycoprotein spikes, it is made up of both carbohydrate and protein. To that inner side we come across the lipid membrane, then to the protein coat, then it has got a single stranded RNA filaments along with the enzyme reverse transcriptase. And here the mode of replication, this part is very important. How it replicates: when a retrovirus or RNA content of this HIV virus which infects the normal cell, after when the virus enters the body, it is going to attack helper T cell. In the last session, or in the last part, we have studied how the helper T cell is going to activate the immune system. Okay, so that is the reason this virus is going to target the helper T cell. As a result, what happens in case of normal cell, when the introduction of the viral RNA takes place into the body, so gradually there is a production of viral DNA. Earlier, before it enters into our system, the genetic material of that virus is RNA. Now the genetic material of the virus is DNA. Okay, and with the help of the enzyme reverse transcriptase, it can produce the DNA, and gradually that DNA is going to be introduced into the host genome. Genome means the genetic material. So now the viral DNA will is going to act like a part of our normal cell DNA. So when the replicates with the no, when the normal cell replication process takes place in our body, the viral DNA will also get replicates, or it will keep on getting doubled, and now the new virus is produced. Means that is how the RNA copies that are packed with, and it infected cells are lysed, and later on they're released as a virus particle. Now you can see how gradually the genetic material content of the viral RNA is getting doubled. And the real fact is our system or the cells of our body itself is helping the viral DNA to be get doubled. That is the reason it is very most dangerous disease. Now virus particle, it's going to infect the new T helper cell. So in turn, the alarming process that is done by our immune system is completely suppressed, or it is completely neutralized by these virus, because they mainly target the helper T cells in our immune system. That's the reason. And gradually the HIV that is found in the body fluids like saliva and in tears, prominently in blood, and even though in case of semen, okay, and in vaginal fluids, and in some of the cases even breast milk feeding to the young one is also a source of spreading infection from mother to young one. Okay, so next, so by this we are going to done with the first part of this concept. Let us continue, or let us continue with the remaining part in the next session. Thank you, students.